Hi, everyone. I'm Ryan Breslow. It's great to be here. Today, we're going to talk about Bolt and our partnership with Palantir. This is a real full circle moment for me. About 12 years ago, some of my smartest computer science friends at Stanford invited me out to have lunch at Palantir. And they were interning, and it was literally right in this room. So it was really cool to see that this is where we're going to do this talk. And that's right around the time that I was coming up with the idea for Bolt. And so, what is Bolt? We are the pioneers of embedded one-click checkout. We have a network of 80 million US shoppers who we can one-click accelerate through your checkout without an additional button. We've also pioneered a fully managed checkout, Checkout OS, which is an API-driven checkout, and have been pushing the envelope on what is possible with commerce. Checkout, as many of you know, is a very tough thing. Notoriously, a lot of our teammates were very early at Amazon, and the world's largest company, the number one thing that would make Bezos' face turn red was the checkout. And so it's very tough, it's very complex, and we're excited to talk about what we're doing with Palantir here to take it to the next level. To talk about the size of the problem, we have a very big problem here. You put in all of this work to get your users interested in your product, aware of your brand, to your site, interested in your products. They click checkout, and at that step, 70% of people fall off. It's a $2 trillion problem in the US alone, and literally over $10 trillion problem globally. So this is clearly a very big problem. Palantir is the leader in creating customer archetypes, simulations, AI. We're the leader in eliminating checkout, friction at checkout, creating higher conversion. And today we've partnered to solve that multi-trillion-dollar problem once and for all. This involves a Bolt score. So as you can see, value-conscious. Carl cares about discounts and loyalty, getting a good deal, rewards. He's very value conscious, but not everybody is value conscious. Big ticket Brooke, she likes to shop a lot. She wants to dissipate her spend. She also cares a lot about loyalty, but she's willing to pay up and make these big ticket purchases, a lot like my ex-girlfriend. If you look at today's checkout, this is your typical checkout from the world's largest e-commerce platform. It's long, arduous, full of friction. Nobody wants to go through this experience. 70% of people drop off at this experience. This is the same way checkout has been since the 90s, and nothing has changed. I started my own e-commerce company. I run two companies, Bolt.com and Love.com. Love is where Love meets commerce. We're a clean, green everything store, the everything store for the conscientious consumer. And so this is what Bolt looks like on Love.com as we're rolling out these updates, but simplified, no extra clutter, no extra options. We eliminate the noise. We know what the customer wants, whether they want discounts, bundles, the payment methods that they prioritize, their shipping preferences. We show them the least amount of options to get them through checkout as fast as possible. Here you can see the comparison, checkout 1.0 versus checkout 2.0, and it's pretty compelling. Okay, so now let's peel back the onion a little bit. This is our checkout 2.0 agent in partnership with Palantir. We've built a simplified dashboard to do really what only the largest e-commerce company in the world does, which is archetype their customers, segment their customers, sort through their data, and create actionable insights and predictions about how different configurations to your payment stack and checkout stack and UX will affect your checkout. We analyze site behavior, transactional data, and browser information, historical information. Everything comes into this one system and gets Bolt's ontology layered into it. You see customer trends, dynamic buying habits. Here on the bottom right, you can see a conversion rate drop around your discount-based customer archetype. So your site's performing well, but this archetype has had a drop. And so here's what happens next. You click in, you expand, you see why this dip might be happening, what suggestions we have for you. And here's the part that really excites me. You can double click, a lot more details, a lot more reasoning. And so we make it very simple. Once you believe in our hypothesis, we show you the expect conversion rate impact, AOV impact, all of your site metric impacts, what we anticipate our recommended change would produce. And then we make it very simple to implement, literally one click to deploy. And so when you go and deploy this, as a business owner, this is my favorite part. You can see the entire checkout stack in work, perfectly visualized. And you can see how our new change is affecting your conversion literally in real time. So once you've implemented that change, we'll go ahead here. We will implement it. Here we go. I want to implement X, Y. You can preview the changes. You click that button. And in real time, we will show you how this actually looks like in your checkout. So this is not just a UI. This is your real checkout in the works with this new customization layered on. In this case, it's a dynamic bundling option for those discount-oriented shoppers. You don't want to give discounts to a non-discount-oriented shopper. So this can be rolled out just for that archetype. And then with one click here, just like we pioneered one-click checkout, one click to deploy. So now this is live on your site. You can see all of the impacts of this, the hypothesis, the conclusions. And so not only do we capture your data, but Bolt has an immense amount of data from our 10-year history. We have over 80 million shoppers on our network. This is nearly half of all active US shoppers have checked out with Bolt before and opted in for a Bolt wallet. So we have an unbelievable history, and we layer on the Bolt data with your data to give you an unprecedented predictive ability on how you can drive higher conversion. We're the world's first intelligent checkout, going from checkout 1.0 to checkout 2.0. You can check us out at bolt.com/intelligent checkout. You can see the rest of our unbelievable payment stack, checkout stack at bolt.com. If anybody wants to get in touch with me, very easy, Ryan@bolt.com or Ryan@love.com. And we are so excited to be partnering with Palantir on the next generation of Checkout 2.0. Our checkout is going to be live on store.palantir.com. We're going to be powering all this epic Palantir swag that everybody wants to purchase after the conference and get geared up. So thank you all for listening.